Welcome to the show both feared and revered by man and beast. Today, Sneako gets interviewed by Jynxzy. What could go wrong?
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Now, if you saw this title of this YouTube video, you probably dropped a dookie in the back of your pants. But today, we're going to be interviewing Sneako.
This guy's very lame already.
One of the most controversial men on the internet.
Oh my.
He's been banned on YouTube, banned on Twitch, probably banned on TikTok as well. Shit,
Yes, public enemy number one, Sneako.
he might even be banned on DoorDash. But we're sitting him down and we're interviewing him today. We want to know why,
Does this guy actually think he's funny?
and we want to extract the facts and pull apart from the fiction. Let's get it. Let's go. If you want to keep these lights on, look, I got to pay rent. All you
Okay, cool guy.
Do research and now you think I'm not wholesome?
No. We did research. I mean, we'll figure it out today, I guess. But so first thing is,
He's immediately uncomfortable and faced with direct question. Yep, great character test. Guy that sits on the fence as a professional.
off of YouTube.
I broke the community guidelines about COVID misinformation and electoral misinformation, and the third one was cyberbullying harassment. So I broke 3 strikes. And then they banned me off of like most social media after that. I'm also banned on TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah. Do you regret anything, or do you think you did it all like?
I don't regret anything. No, I don't live with regrets.
Okay. So like now when you're talking
He says he's immediately uncomfortable and goes into a defensive posture.
about, I mean, we're probably gonna have to like bleep or cut this because it'll get demonetized. But when you're talking about like COVID misinformation or election misinformation, what were you saying?
Well, I'm against the vaccine. Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. You don't want to like say these words on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we'll probably just have to cut it. But it's interesting to hear about it.
Yeah, I'll just be honest. Yeah, I'm against the vaccine. I spoke up about the vaccine when it was really bad. You weren't supposed to talk about that, and now people are finding out that there's like heart issues. There's problems with that, so you don't want to. Yeah, did you take it?
No, I didn't take it.
Yeah, see, Florida people don't take it.
Yeah, I feel like when you look at most states, Florida is definitely like a more loose state. Like people don't do. I mean, I don't know. I didn't take the vaccine.
I could tell you didn't take it just by this neighborhood.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the trees in here, and there's a swamp. Like
Everyone has their own world out here. It's just
yeah, why would you go inject that into your body? But you weren't supposed to speak about that, and I just wanted to warn my viewers.
Yup, that's the problem. The problem is, you know, you should get to choose, really. It shouldn't be a demand or you can't leave your house or whatever. That seems to me a bit ridiculous. But anyway, I digress.
I want to speak out against something that's going to be harmful, especially when, all the information is steering one way.
Okay. I mean, but do you think, and now like I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but do you think you're in a place of like being able to say, like, do you feel like you've done enough research to where you can honestly give opinions on that?
Well, I mean, at the same time, do they say that about the celebrities that are getting paid money to promote it?
Indeed.
Like Michael Phelps, for example, he's getting paid by Pfizer to promote it. Was he in the labs verifying?
Of course not.
The ingredients, or did they just give him money?
No, but I think it's the same principle and school of thought. Like if I feel like only like people that are like doctors or like professionals should like talk about it. That's like
Right, exactly. So the more yeah, when he says professionals, he means like professional athletes and like, again, come on.
I don't talk about shit I don't know about because I fucking know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time,
Just because you don't know everything about something doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. 99% of people have opinions about literally everything, whether they know or not. You see, the only problem is what? They don't like the message that he's spreading to a wide audience, and so gotta cancel him, right?
the time they had the whole, like all of America and everybody in the West saying, stop the spread, stay indoors. It's like, so everybody became a medical expert. But then if you just like look at basic statistics, people weren't dying from COVID. It was basically the same mortality rate as the flu. So why would I inject a vaccine with mRNAs in there? You could look that up. It's like gene therapy. It modifies your DNA. I'm not going to take that for something that has the same mortality rate as a flu. I don't think my viewers should either.
People definitely were dying from COVID, though.
Not as much as they made it seem.
I know, but you just said people weren't dying from COVID.
We're at the same rate as the flu.
Did you get COVID? Did you ever have?
That means that it was bad against people with weakened immune system. It's still around, right? It's just it feels like an experiment, right? What can we get away with?
Yeah, got it multiple times.
Yeah, I had COVID. I was like hospitalized. It was like at the peak of COVID. And I remember like that was a scary fucking scene. Like a lot of people in there had COVID. And that was like peak. So like people definitely died from it. It was definitely horrible. But if you don't get the vaccine, I didn't get the vaccine. Like, because I just didn't want to, I don't like putting anything in my body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
especially when you can't really make a vaccine in a year. That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, they kind of had to rush, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I just don't want to put anything in my body, like besides like shit I eat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I don't fucking know. I don't know what's in that. But and then you said the other thing was election misinformation.
Right,
bro, you're crazy. What did you say?
January 6th, that was all staged, and a lot of that footage came out. Afterwards.
When they raided the
that was a lot of that was a Fed psyop. A lot of that was like this is. Oh man, I feel bad for your kid viewers that are watching this. Like, what is this guy talking about?
No, our podcast, our average age is like what, 20?
It's 21.
Dude, it's
I think people know
70-something% is like 18 to 22. So you can go for it. Man.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, a lot of the footage was shown afterwards. They made it seem like there were these like really terrible people. A lot of the people that were there on January were just there to support Trump. And then the people that were encouraging and started breaking the glass, that was actually paid. Like those are federal agents. A lot of these people, and especially that guy with the horns and everything, that guy was encouraged to do that by former federal agents. That was one giant psyop to make Trump seem like the bad person.
So Sneako, how do you know this?
Because the footage was released 2 years later. A lot of that footage was not released at the time because if you actually asked the people that were there, they'd be like, yeah, it was fine. We were just there to support Trump and everything like that. We think the election was rigged. And then on the news, they made it seem like these rancid people were like barging in through the White House. But people, they weren't supposed to listen to that because that was all censored and you were completely deleted like me if you spoke up about that. But that footage we're seeing now that's actually proven true. Like, why do you think there were never cameras of the Capitol building and of what was happening there? Because they didn't want you to see what was really happening. They showed you a specific version of the events so that they could tell you what happened instead of tell you the truth.
So you think...
Yep. I mean, again, this isn't the first time in history that government has done that. In fact, we know that big businesses work together with government. Actually, it's more like whatever is the bottom line, that's what the businesses go for. So, okay. Not a conspiracy, okay? But think about this womanist wokist crap. So womanist wokist crap makes people, be idiots and just become like idiot consumers and do behaviors that are bad for relationship forming. And so basically you get to tax more people, right? So the government goes out with this and the businesses see that more people are buying stuff by this. And so they encourage it by endorsing it, or they encourage it by canceling people that go against it, right?
Okay, just to like backtrack the last 5 minutes. So you think the January government psyop?
Yes.
And you're positive, like 100%.
Well, I was proven right. Like,
okay. Hold on. Did you get your mic in yet or no?
No, but this is my fact check. It's like pretty fair. Yes, it was a government psyop, but everything is a government psyop. Whenever there's going to be riots, protests, anything like that, the FBI does inject themselves into that. So they can make sure like nothing crazy is gonna happen.
But it was the FBI that was inciting the riot. The FBI was the one, they were breaking the glass first. Yeah.
He's not totally wrong or anything. He's not just...
Yeah.
Is that your brother?
No, that's my cousin. He just...
Oh, okay.
He's like, he runs the podcast and shit.
Shitty Jamie,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the shitty Jamie.
Shitty Jamie. I got the backup from him. And then he's also unvaccinated too. I can hear it in your voice.
I don't really think.
Let's go.
Most people, I'd say 90% of this neighborhood is unvaccinated, probably.
That's why Florida's great, man. This is a great place.
Yeah.
This is a great state. Beautiful place. A lot of freedom. That's why I moved here. You're
I like the hat that Sneako is wearing.
from Florida, aren't you?
Wait, where are you from?
I'm from New York and Connecticut. Like I was born
Oh,
in
I
New
can
York.
hear New York,
Connecticut.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you get sturdy sometimes, too.
I be getting sturdy, man.
Okay.
I got to teach you, man. You got to get sturdy.
Yeah. So do you think, this is my next question, and this is something I could ask you over, I'm not going to ask you over Twitter. I need to ask you like in person.
Okay.
Do you think Andrew Tate made you?
Nah, I've been doing
I
YouTube
don't
for a long
think
time,
so.
man. I had 1 million subscribers back in 2021, and I think I started live streaming in 2022. I was pretty big on YouTube beforehand. I was known for a lot of different of my series for quite a while.
Okay, interesting. So do you
That's
think...
the first time anyone's asked me that.
Well, okay, like...
I don't think people think that.
I'm pretty plugged into the internet, and like I remember when Andrew Tate was blowing up, you were blowing up like 1 month after, and it was the same style of content, right? Like, you're sad, do push-ups, right? It was that same...
Well, yeah, because Sneako does whatever is good for views in the moment. He doesn't have his own kind of philosophy. His philosophy is, I'm gonna go get that money, right? So whatever works, whatever sells, whatever does the business, that's what Sneako goes for. So again, it shouldn't be any surprise to anyone that he changes his style of content to match whatever is popular at the time.
style of content. So,
yeah, but it was live streaming, so I live stream every day.
That's what differentiated it. Is like Andrew Tate would go on a Rumble stream once every 3 months. You were streaming every night. So do you think, and I want you to be honest, do you think you modeled your content after him when you saw the success that you got back when you were blowing up? You were like, you know, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels, all that. Do you think even at one point you may have sacrificed your own beliefs just to fall under Andrew Tate's like...
No, not at all. I think a lot of people were starting to wake up after that time in 2022, and that's when I started to talk about these things. Well, what I got banned on YouTube for is not stuff that's known for being Andrew Tate stuff. Like, you're sad, do push-ups. I was talking about like the vaccine, talking about the election. Like, that stuff is just... When in 2022, after COVID, people started to really realize, like, look how much they were lying to us for the past couple of years. They made us stay inside and lose your job.
That's why you gotta, right? You gotta think for yourself. You gotta work for yourself, right? Because ultimately, what are you if you're not able to be independent? You are. It starts with an S.
And we got kicked out of school for something that wasn't that bad, that wasn't necessary. They silenced all these people that were trying to speak up about something that was going to make you unhealthy. I think people were starting to realize about all the lies, and after 2 years of being stuck inside. And that was happening to me. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was started to ask questions. Yeah, I saw like a lot of his videos, and I was started to wake up like while that stuff was really blowing up. But not to say I modeled it after that. No. But yeah, I respect the two guys, man. Andrew Tristan are good guys.
Yeah, I mean, you met them, right?
Yeah, they're cool.
What were they like off camera, like off stream and stuff?
The same as they are on camera.
Yeah, I figured.
But every content creator, everybody's exaggerated. Like you, like when I watch streams all the time. Like you're yelling and you're drooling, but you're not doing that right now. You know. Like,
have you watched my like gaming streams?
Yeah, I don't even play Rainbow Six and I still watch it, bro. You're entertaining. Yeah, I don't even know how the game works and I still watch the streams.
That's insane. Wait, so like, when was the first time you saw one of my streams?
The first time,
like a couple months ago.
I think after I finish stream, I look at the websites and I check up on everyone and see what's doing well. And I kept seeing your name pop up like on the sidebar of Twitch, and I would tune in. I don't have TikTok, and I know that you blew up.
That's called research, right? He's trying to see what other people do so he can copy it, so he can, get the same kind of success that they might have, right? So it's really funny because Sneako just admitted basically that he copied Andrew's style, right? How did he just admit it? Well, he just said that he watches people to see what's trending. So that means he's copying what's trending.
Up a lot on TikTok, so I never saw those stuff, but I would just like click on and like see what you're doing.
You don't have TikTok?
I don't.
You deleted it?
I never had it.
I mean, I think that's probably the best decision ever is to, I post on TikTok, but I do think that app is vortex, bro. Like if you Like when you're scrolling through TikTok, you'll wake up and it's like, where did the last 45 minutes of my life go? It's bad.
I don't want to get into that bubble, but that bubble is kind of Twitter for me, so I could delete that one too.
Yeah, I think Twitter, out of all the social media platforms, is probably the weirdest because I think Twitter,
it's the best.
Everyone just like farms. Would you agree with that?
Well, everyone like farms on every website.
On every website.
Like, dude, TikTok, a lot of people on TikTok are just viewers. On Twitter, like, everyone has their own 2 cents. Like,
you think that there's not a lot of lurkers on Twitter?
There's lurkers on every social media platform, but if you look at lurking on TikTok as opposed to lurking on Twitter, it's way more on TikTok. Because TikTok's more of an entertaining, like, swipe. Twitter's like, this guy's yapping, I'm gonna yap under it. Let's see how many likes I can get.
It's just one big yap engagement farm.
Yeah. It's fun. But
do you think it got worse over Elon? Is that what you?
Twitter got worse over Elon?
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed a difference in Twitter since Elon, to be honest. I don't know why everyone's so fixated on that. The only thing I noticed, which is corny, is the X thing. I hate how that looks. I just like the bird. But dude, I mean, what has Elon even done to Twitter? Like
nothing.
Can you
He brought me back. I was banned on Twitter too.
Oh yeah, he brought Andrew Tate back too.
Yeah,
right?
I got banned, and then thank you Elon Musk for reinstating me. That was dope.
Yeah, I mean,
nice guy.
I think I actually said that in the Moist Critical podcast we did a week ago, but I think it's cool how he uncensors everybody because I believe in the same thing. I mean, I don't believe anyone should be censored, whether you disagree or agree, unless it's actually you're harming people or there's But I think if someone's speaking their mind, they should be able to speak their mind. You know what
Agreed.
100%.
Entirely.
I'm really surprised you believe in this stuff.
Oh, dude, I think censorship is one of the worst things ever, unless it's a threat to
You
society.
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
when does it become a threat to society?
Exactly. That's the problem, right? The problem is, what is determined a threat to society is determined by who? Well, it's determined by the people that run the society. So if you don't have free speech, then what? Then they can control what you say. And if they control what you say, they can control what you think. That's the point. So that caveat of unless it's harmful to society, in whose opinion? You see? It's a slippery slope, actually.
That's a great question. So I think when
you're advocating for violence?
No, I think. Wait, what'd you say?
When you're advocating for violence?
Yes. Oh, my bad. I just said no. Yeah, when you're advocating for violence, or when you are literally pulling shit out of your ass, when you're slandering people.
Literally?
When you're not literally pulling shit out of your ass.
Right.
I mean
that should be censored.
Yeah, if you're saying stuff you don't have any knowledge about, I mean. Actually, no, you should be able to do that. When you're advocating for violence is where I draw the line. Mm-hmm. I think you can be a fucking idiot on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, violence as determined by what definition? You see? Again, it's a slippery slope.
Like you.
If I want to yap about the vaccine, I should be able to.
Like you. I mean, most of the shit you say is you're just going off the fly, dude.
I was right about those things.
Okay. Have you ever been wrong about anything?
Of course, I've been wrong, man.
So, name one moment.
I can't think of it. I'm usually right.
Okay. Interesting. So, what made you gravitate more towards Rumble as opposed to Kick? Because obviously you can't stream on Twitch or YouTube. So you could choose between those two. What made you choose Rumble over Kick?
Because I agree with you. Censorship is really important. As it's an important issue to care about, and Rumble stands for free speech. It has a certain identity. Rumble is the website of free speech, and Kick is they don't really. That's not the culture there. I saw you talking about that last time.
Yeah, wouldn't you say Kick kind of has free speech too, though? Complete free speech?
Yeah, but that's not really the culture of the platform. The Rumble has a certain identity. People go there because they want to watch free speech creators. They want to see different voices. They want to see the band creators. They want to see people. They want to see YouTube and big tech dismantled. Kick, they go there because they want to see screaming and twerking and gambling.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So do you think gambling played a part in why you didn't go to Kick? The fact that the site is funded by gambling?
Yeah, that was a big part. But I like what they're doing. I like that they're competing with Twitch. I'm not a big fan of those other websites. But I like what they're doing. But that did play a big part. And also, I didn't want to be. I like kind of, even though I'm probably getting a lot less live viewers on Rumble, because when's the last time you ever surfed on Rumble to check the live creators? You haven't ever.
Never.
But I like being one of the only guys on Rumble. You know, I don't want to be, because, you know, Twitch is like, that's your site, that's Kai's site, or like Kick is like Aiden, you know. I'd rather be, I like have my own lane.
Like big fish, little pond.
It's better over there. I don't like being I don't want to be underneath someone else's umbrella.
Okay. That's kind of a fair point. Do you think that if you streamed on like Kick, you'd have like way more viewers probably?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure how many view bots are on there. It's probably multiplied by 2 or 3 automatically before you pay for them, and then you pay for them, and then but what does that really mean? I don't really think that fact.
So again, what was the admitted point here? That everybody is farming fake likes, and why? Well, it's just to look good. It's like keeping up with the Joneses, right? You want to look as though you have more viewers than you actually do, so that people view you because they think you have more than you actually have. You see? Again, it's a means to an end, right? It's an investment. You invest in that so that you can earn more money eventually through like more people watching.
Factors into actual impact, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, I think it directly factors into impact, right? I mean, if you're talking to 30,000 people instead of 10,000, you're talking to 30,000 people.
But it's not actually real.
Well, if it's view botted, then no.
It is. I mean,
yeah, it is. So speaking of view botting, what is your thoughts on Neon?
That was a good segue as an interviewer. He's a good kid, man.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's a good kid.
I kind of like Neon. Like, even though. So let me explain why. Like, because people are gonna be like, "Oh, bro."
I saw when you guys were having a phone call. We were in LA in the car together.
Yeah,
and he
dude.
was like,
I talked to Neon off stream. I mean, you know Neon off stream, bro. Dude. This is Neon, right? And this is my opinion. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not a psychiatrist. He's a kid who wants to go viral and get attention and clout. He's what, 18, 19?
He's 19, yeah. How old are you?
I'm 22. So I think Neon is literally just a kid who wants to go viral. He will literally say whatever to get a fucking clip, right? It doesn't matter. When he's talking about, like, no way people take this serious, but like, he's at the UFC event and he's like, I'm gonna press Trump. It's like, bro, no one's taking this kid serious. And then like fucking Dana White got on his ass.
Well, not just that, the Secret Service took that seriously. Yeah, you can't.
Well, they have to, but yeah. But it's like, I mean, so what do you think of Neon?
Yeah, I agree. I see through the veil, like it
exactly,
because we have a content brain, we understand him. Yeah. So everything he says, and sometimes he'll say some shit, and I'm just like, I know that he's clip farming when he's talking to me, so I'm just like, I just look at him and then he breaks character and then he laughs. But that's like, so many people don't understand the internet, so they're just like, what? Like, who's this kid?
Yeah,
and he's like pissing off people in their 30s and 40s. I'm like, you don't get it. Like, so that's why I don't.
He's just a reality TV show person, but in real life. He's just a reality TV star, effectively. And what does it say about the world that he'll say or do anything to get a clip, and that's what his life is about? What does that say?
I don't really get angry about the stuff he says, and you know, he's getting better.
Yeah, okay.
We're all learning, we're all getting better in real time, and I think that he needs somebody on his side because so many people are against him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do actually think he's not a horrible kid. Like, I think he's a good kid because I've spoken to him, I've met him off stream, right? You have too, but like when he's in his clip farm state, like you said, like you're just gonna let him clip farm, like, you know what I'm saying? You just
let him go.
He sounds like what's the word? Let me just spell it out. SPERG. When he's in his clip farm state.
Fucking clip farming, dude. And like,
but that's every time. Well, as soon as the camera turns on, that's where he goes
right away. And like, I hate how he does this. Yo, I hate how he'll be like in a room with people and like he's just on his phone looking at chat. He's like looking at chat.
I've tried.
It's so unhealthy, bro. It's so bad.
It's not good. It's not good. In a room of 10 people, like right now, he wouldn't be able to do this podcast. This is why I'm surprised you're doing this. Is like he would be looking at it every 3 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. Okay, speaking of like just the Kick streamers, nice. Now I got like on Twitter, people thought I was talking bad about like, cause like I'll re-say what I said, but basically people were like, oh dude, you're shitting on like Kick, and then like XQC got mad about it. Fucking Aiden was texting me. I wasn't talking about Kick, like the signed Kick streamers. What I was saying was Kick's card as to how they get streamers is you can't get banned. Oh, you cannot get banned. So then all the cringe lords flocked to Kick.
And they started fucking prostitutes.
They started fucking prostitutes and committing actual crime on the fucking on the platform, and like some of them weren't getting banned. That's what me and Moist Critical were talking about for 20 minutes. But then when Scuba fucking Ryan does a 40-second clip, it's you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So that pissed me off, but I was not talking about those guys are Twitch streamers that went to Kick. Like
I know.
That was fucking annoying.
You got to learn to navigate in a podcast because the clip farmers are watching every single second. They're looking for a title.
Yeah, this is like
they're looking for a title.
I'm pretty sure we have to cut the first like 10 minutes. Like,
oh my god,
bro,
that was the best part.
I mean, or just bleep it. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So what do you think
Look at this censored streamer. Unbelievable. The Matrix got one.
Oh, well, I just want ad revenue on the video.
Keep going up.
So basically...
I'm so surprised you're doing this. I was talking to Needles over here, like when we were driving over here, like, why would you do this? You know, like, you're on a good streak, you're doing well, you're blowing up. Like, why would you get Sneako on?
Because, so that's a good question.
It's like, what a terrible decision. You're doing so well, man.
Yeah,
like,
because I genuinely think it's the most unhealthy thing ever to filter who you talk to. I disagree with probably 90% of the shit you say.
What do you disagree with?
I mean, like, well, I can't just say like, oh, I just.
See, I hear that all the time, and then people never bring up anything. They say, I disagree with 90%. Like what?
So okay, I'll give you two things I disagree with right now.
Okay.
So I remember you were shitting on gaming, that's fucked. And then the second thing you were shitting on was, well, it's not something you like shit on, but kind of. I mean, this is the thing. I don't want to like take you out of context. I don't want to misquote you.
Yeah.
Because that's fucked up. I hate when people do that to me.
Fair.
But you were kind of saying like, oh, if you're sad, do push-ups. Like that was kind of your thing for a little bit.
That's a great solution to being sad.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
So what do you do when you're sad?
So
that's the worst thing you've ever heard?
So no. I'm not saying working out is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Doing push-ups when you're sad is one of the best immediate solutions to being sad.
The reason why...
Oh my lord. Okay, this is juvenile. We're just gonna end it here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all the notifications, drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Post, Brian, Andrew, and Alan. Shout out to you, most recent purchase of Strategist Guide to Seduction. Thank you. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Want to see my videos ahead of time in batches of 3 or 4? Well, that's on my Patreon. You get early access there. Just go join. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Want me to help you out? I do offer coaching services as well. Just message me at my email. It's theheliosblog@gmail.com. You can see it on the stream there. Again, thank you so much for listening, guys. Especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.